Does the characterization ever bother you guys that LA has your guys' number and you look at the playoffs and that's sort of what people say?
Yeah, of course. That's the reality of it. So that's the current label. That's the it is what it is. So obviously they've got our number in big games, and that's been the playoffs over the course of last 7 years, it seems. So for us, we've got to try and rewrite the script, and that starts tomorrow.
Did that give any extra satisfaction if you guys are able to get them here and move on?
Obviously it's a very, very good team. Anytime you put yourself up in a one-off game and you can advance out of that situation, that'll give you something to bank on, knowing that you can win big games on a turnaround. But our focus remains still playing our best soccer. And have we done that yet? No. At times, we've seen flashes of it, and so that keeps the guys hungry, that keeps the guys motivated, and big games do as well.
Is it a benefit having seen them just a few weeks ago, kind of with both teams as close to being full as they've been all year?
Yeah, we saw them at home, obviously, got a decent result, but playoffs are a different animal. We all know that. And at any time, anything can change. So for us, we've got to stick with the game plan, come out flying, and use this field to our advantage.
Speaking of coming out flying, it had been a while since you guys had been able to get a goal so early in a game, and you get 3 within 20 minutes. What was different coming out of the gates for you guys?
Yeah, putting teams on the back foot. In Houston, we were a little bit passive and allowed them to come at us. And I think when we get pressure from the top two, I think everybody feeds off that. When those guys are ready to go and they put their head down and put the other team under pressure, it makes it difficult to play, especially if it's raining tomorrow night. The turf, bounces go either way. So being on the front foot, I think gives us we're a much better team when we're on the front foot, and if we can get a couple early goals, I think we find ourselves in good situations.
How do you bring that energy over to Wednesday night, given the short?
All mental. Guys have taken care of their bodies. Being at home is obviously an advantage. So, putting those in the back of the mind, knowing that nothing is given at this point, it's still got to be work, and that's the bottom line.
LA has a lot of travel, in store for them, going from Kansas City, LA, then up to here. How do you guys exploit that?
No, I think they're a veteran team, and they know how to take care of their players. Obviously, chartering flights to Kansas City and back helps out tremendous. You get 2 full days at home after that Kansas City game, so I'm sure they'll do the same coming up here, and they give their players the best chance moving forward in games like this. So we expect a veteran team, a very fast team, physical. Obviously, they've scored buckets of goals this year, so being aware of the front four actually, and exploit what we can at home.
Having such an experienced team here, is that an advantage in a one-off playoff game like this, knowing that nobody's going to panic?
Yeah, you hope so. I think when you're young, you're naive, and you don't know any better, and you just get after it, and it is what it is. You'll always have another day. When you get a bit older, you never know when that second chance comes. A lot of us have been here a long time, and you'd like to think that we've experienced just about everything. Nothing's new to us, so can we use that to our advantage? Maybe it helps you sleep better tonight, but at the end of the day, come game time, it's a different beast.
You mentioned the front four. What do you see when you look at Keane? Obviously, he scored against you a couple weeks ago. Got one good one against Kansas City.
Yeah. Deceptive. I think when you look at Keane, you don't look at him and really see a explosive player, from the outset. But once he gets on the field, it's experience, it's dynamic, it's just a veteran player, very, very good. His instincts are to score goals, and that's what he does, what he gets paid to do. When teams make mistakes, he makes them pay. Against Kansas City, I thought, he sacrificed him there in that position. It could have gone either way. The keeper could have crushed him, but credit to him and getting at the right place at the right time. So obviously he's got a nose for goal, and the guys around him get him involved, and when they do, they're a very good team.